Okay, hi everybody, and welcome to our Regency dance lesson. I've got a lot of helpers today. Alec, Jessie, Alyssa, Amber, and at the piano, Beverly Murdoch's helping us out. Before we get started, we'll be introducing you to some dance forms. I will be basically sticking to the basics. But before we do that, I want to make a little stylistic note. This is for you advanced students. If it's too much, don't worry about it. If you just want to look at where you're putting your feet and basic dance steps, that's fine. Don't worry about it. But if you want to get in the mood, in the aria, if you want to be one of those poised, sophisticated dancers that will attract the right kind of person at the ball, which we know is very important. You might want to bear in mind that in the early 1800s, ballet was a really, really big thing. So, if you can when you're dancing, turn your legs out, point your toes, keep that chest open, keep the arms rounded. When you're standing around, keep it up. You might want to stand in, say, third position. That would show a sign of refinement and quality that you want to project out there. When you're walking, if you're doing a basic step, I'll be going 1 and 2, 3 and 4. But if you really wanted to do this correctly, you would want to go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and keep that position turned out and your toes pointing. If that's too much, like I say, don't panic. We're just going to be concentrating on the basic steps here today. Add that when you feel like you can. All right. Now, in the early 1800s, Jane Austen times, there were 3 really big dance crazes. You had the cotillion, you had the quadrille, and you had the Scotch Reel. Okay, the cotillion and the quadrille are very similar. One's kind of an older form, one's the newer form. And in Jane Austen's time, the two kind of interwove. So if you saw a dance and wanted to say it's the cotillion or the quadrille, you might be hard pressed. So we are just going to do the quadrille, which is the new form coming in. We'll also be doing a Scotch Reel. And then we're going to be doing a Ländler, which is a folk dance that's been popular for centuries, which is kind of a precursor to a waltz. We will not do a waltz. Waltz isn't here yet. Waltz for many, many decades will be absolutely scandalous. Embracing in public, just not for proper people. In fact, even the Ländler don't get too cozy, people. Little space. All right, so we will be teaching you a quadrille, a Ländler, and a Scotch Reel. Now, each of those, when I say quadrille, there are hundreds and hundreds of quadrilles out there. That's just the basic form. The thing that absolutely defines the quadrille is the first setup of the couples that are dancing it. And you will be very familiar with this. We have a couple, we have a couple, we have a couple here, we have a couple here. It's kind of like basic square dance formation. And given 100 years over on this continent, that's what it would evolve into. But we're going no hee-haws, nothing like that today. And I have selected to do a Poulet Quadrille because that can easily be done with 2 couples. In this dance, these 2 couples interact, and then they stand and wait while the other 2 couples do their thing. Okay? So if you have 4 couples, great. You can have them, you can have them. If you just have 2 couples, do it a couple times, as much as you have music for. All right? All right, with that, we're going to go into our Poulet Quadrille. And to start that, just for reference, we're going to call these 2 and these 2 couples and partners. we're going to call these two and these two pairs because you will be doing a lot with your pairs. Maybe even more than you do with your partners in this dance. Okay, so we're going to start with pair number 1. I'm getting ahead of myself. Basic step for the quadrille. We're going to have sets of 8 counts, and we'll start with the right foot. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. So just do that a couple of times, starting with the right foot. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Feel good? All right. So we'll start with pair number 1. Pair number 1 are going to approach each other. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Raise their hands up, not a high five, but just a passing glance on the hand. Touching a member of the opposite sex. Feel the flutter. All right. And pass through 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Then, next up, they will go back to the center, touch hands again, and turn to face their partners. So partners, meet them, bring the hands up. Okay, you've got 8 counts to do that. Now we're going to have another 8 count. Just standing where you are, everybody starts with the right foot. So you're going to go 1 and 2 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. You will meet your pair and your partner and flutter your eyelashes, whatever you need to do there. Okay? And then we're going to take 8 counts. Oops. And in skater position, so that's right hands together, left hands together, and you're going to move back to your original positions. All right, let's just do that much with some music.
And that fast.
I'm sorry, what?
And the right tempo.
Yes. And we're going to give you 8 counts to do a little bow and curtsy to each other before you get going. All right? 5 and 6, their moment in the sun. Pair 2, you're going to take your steps to the center, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and back up. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Now, we're going to call this a do-si-do, although it sounds Korean-y, but it's the same basic move here. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Now, couples are going to hold hands. 4 beats in, 4 beats out. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and 7 and 8. Then, pairs are going to take hands. 1 and 2, pull each other through. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. And then you're going to take 8 counts to turn around and face each other. Okay? All right, let's do that with music. And again, we'll give you a little introduction, even though you don't really need it at this point.
Starting at the beginning.
Yeah. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Okay, at this point, couples have changed places, right? All right, so at this point, we start over again, but pair 2, is now pair 1. So exciting, the pressure is on. And you know how to do this, guys. So what we're going to do at this point, we're going to take the introduction, we're going to go through this twice, let you both do your parts. For the ball, we will be going through it 4 times so that if you do have 4 couples, you can all do it. But for today, let's just go through it twice, since we've just got the 2 couples
Do
here.
you want us to start from the beginning from our normal positions?
Will you be more comfortable that way? Yes, okay. They will be more comfortable in their original starting positions, so we'll let them do that. All right. Congratulations. We're going to move on now to a Ländler. As I said, a Ländler is a very old dance, originated in Germany, but popular throughout Europe. And this is a slow, gentle dance in 3/time. Could be in 3/4, could be in 6/8, but that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 is the key to this feel. This is a couples dance. So we're not going to worry about interacting here. You're just going to stay with your partner. And it is not a dance unless you're doing some kind of performance where you have this step follows this step follows this step. There are certain given moves. You can do them as much or as little as you want. You can put them in any order. So let's just start with a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, now face your partners, and I'm going to pretzel you through a few things. All right, here are some things you can do. Most of the time in a Ländler, you will have right hands holding and left hands holding. There will be some exceptions, but for the most part, keep that right, right, left, left. And in this position, it's very easy to go into a skater position, which you already know. Go ahead and move around in a circle with that if you'd like. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You've already done a windmill, I believe. So windmill position, and you can turn in a circle with that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You got that down. Okay, you can also do an over-the-shoulder move. You'll have to go, yeah. I'm going, oh,
It's just
like this. And you can move around like this. 2, 3. Or you can switch direction. Or you can go side to side. A lot of different things you can do there. I'll give you your partner back. Sorry here, Alan. Okay, hand breaks can look very elegant. Let's turn you this way so they can see what's going on. You're going to take your upper hand, Lift it, break, bring it down underneath. Lift, break, down underneath, and you'll be moving in your 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 pattern as you do that. Okay, other things you can do. Who do I get to pick on this time? Hi. Keeping our 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and starting to the right, we can go 1, 2, 3, 1. No, you go that way. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3. Very good. We can also go forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're out of frame. I'll let you do that with Alyssa. Try that out. Okay, very good. We can do a roll in, but don't get too snug. Oh, that wasn't what I meant, but
That one?
whoops, sorry. This one. 1, 2, 3. And the other side. Okay, do that for a while. Okay.
So, out, and up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 1.
Lovely. Okay. Some other things with your hands crossed. And while you're moving around, you can slowly spin the lady under. You can spin the man under. You can both spin under. Wow. Okay. And then there are 2 more moves here, which might be the most pretzel-y for you, the most confusing, but are definitely the moves that make the Lindler very, very distinct. Okay, so let's start over here. Okay, keep your hands together. All right, now with the left hand on top, you're probably going to want to turn to the right. Don't do that. You're going to go the other direction. Turn the lady under, so we get
Here we go.
There we go. Okay. Except the hands should go through the middle. All right, let's turn that out. Turn over, and there we go. Hand is going through the middle of a small window. Now rotate with that. 1, 2. Now we want to get out of it. So turn back. Turn again. Same direction. That's going to put your other hand on top. That's going to put your other hand on top. And then turn one more time, and that will give you a small window. A small window on the other side. Okay.
Professionals.
Hold on.
Do you want me to?
I can help.
We can
All right.
do it.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. I'm going to do this with Alec just for
Yes,
fun.
You can do it.
All right, Alec, here we go.
Okay, so we do this. So I get that one.
Ooh, whoa. 2.
Oh, did it wrong. Okay.
No,
so
you're
it's
doing it.
like,
Just
oh,
don't,
okay.
just don't keep quite as
Okay,
tight
so
a
let's
hand.
go with the head.
Well, not like go.
Well,
Keep touching.
Keep them loose, I mean. No,
Keep them loose. Yes.
I'm a professional.
No. One more time.
Oh,
Let go.
this is
Don't
fun.
let go. Okay.
Doing my best, man.
All right.
I'll
1,
let you take a break.
2, and 3.
Oh.
Yep.
Is this right?
Yeah, that's right.
Loosen up. Loosen up. Loosen up.
Very loose. Okay.
All right. Try it out with Jessie.
Got this. Okay, so we. Nope.
Hang on.
Spin once like that.
Hello.
Then unspin.
And then again.
Spin.
Yeah.
Just not like normal.
Okay, one more time.
Yes,
Oh, there you go. All right. So that's the small window. Now we have the big window. Okay, I've seen these guys practicing it, so I'm going to have them go ahead and spin. Ta-da! Big window looking at each other. Nice. Hi, guys. All right. Undo. To the other side. And spin. Okay. It's kind of like keeping, you just have to make sure you don't bring. All right, let's.
We're the beginner couple over here.
Really try it, man.
And I appreciate it.
You got this.
All right. All right, we're going to spin.
No?
Just stay put for right now.
Stay put.
Okay, stay put.
Okay.
And we're going to go.
Okay.
Okay.
So what you want to do is spin that way, but keep this arm down. So come back
That's
out.
a nice little window though.
Yeah.
It was a great little window.
We did
Okay,
it.
so keep this hand down, and then turn like that.
Ah.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Hi.
Hello. Fancy meeting
You
you
can like
here.
knock heads
Bonk,
together and
bonk,
go down.
bonk.
Okay. So let's try going the other direction.
There's a normal spinning between the two.
Normal spin in between. Got it.
Other
Nice
hand
little
down.
window.
Keep that hand around
There we
the
go.
There we go.
Yay!
Okay.
All right. Can we do it again?
Hopefully. Okay, there's a spin. And then we do the thing.
Looky at that.
Ah!
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Hello.
Hooray.
Okay, then we do a little spin. And then
Look. Okay. Woo. Now do it with Jesse.
okay. So we do
Nice.
that.
Woo!
And we do the little spin.
In between this.
And then
Keep your arm around your waist. Yeah.
Oh, yes! We have a big window on both sides. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to play the music. Do any of those moves as it strikes you. Okay, you ready? Okay.
Do you want us
There's
to
no
just,
introduction.
do you want us to just kind of stay in the same place so we're not moving around too much?
We want to move around because you should be moving around, but just don't move around too much. Let's just try to stay in this area that you're currently in and not crash into each other. All right. Very nicely done. Okay, our last dance is the Scotch Reel. Again, there are many, many variations of this. You may see some videos where there are hundreds of couples and they're weaving into these really intricate patterns. And we have 2 couples, so we're going to keep things a little bit more basic, a little more simple. We're going to start with the ladies in the middle, the men on the outside. Okay, when the couples are moving, it's going to be pretty much in that same basic step as we did the quadrille. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. However, regularly they're going to do a series of stationary steps, which will be a little bit different. So let's give you that first, I think.
Let's all go in a line.
Yeah, let's all go in a line. That sounds good. Okay, we're going to start with the grapevine, which is a step, across, step, behind. So we're going to start going to the right with our left foot. So step, step behind, and then point your toe. And we're going to go step across, step behind, point your toe. Very good. Then, again, we have to remember ballet is kind of like a core of this. So we're going to plie, and then up on your toes. Do that 4 times. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then a nice little grapevine again. 1, kick, across, step, behind, kick. And this time, you're going to take your left foot, stomp really hard, jump back, and recover. Stomp. To the other side, step back, and recover. So let's just do that sequence there, the stationary sequence. Ready, and 2, 3, and 4, kick, down, up, grapevine, grapevine, stomp, and stomp. Woo, let's do it again. All right, starting grapevine with your left foot. 1 and 2, kick, 3 and 4, kick, down, up, down, 1 and 2, kick, and 2, and stomp. All right, one more time, just for fun. Ready, and 1 and 2, kick, 3 and 4, kick, down, up, 1 and 2, kick, 1 and 2, kick, stomp, back, Okay, here we go. Now we're going to start putting things together. Ladies are in the middle, men are on the outside, and ideally we would have twice this much space because we would really love to see you flying all over the place. But our quarters are a little cramped, as they may be for you at home as well. So, here we go. Basic step, and we're going to do a braid. So the women are going to reach out, grab the man's hand, pull him, change positions. The men are going to do the same thing. The women are going to imagine that they're doing it with somebody else there. And we're going to end up with the ladies on the outside. Okay? All right. Let's do that with me counting. Okay, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. There we go. Women are now on the outside, men are on the inside. Okay, so you've got 2 sets of 8. Everything we do here has 2 of those 8 count sets. So, now we're going to do our stationary step. Ready? 1 and 2, kick, 1 and 2, kick, down, up, up, down, up, 1 and 2, kick, down, stomp, and stomp. All right. We're getting,
A little bit elevated.
William keeps giving us signs going, you're all over the place, I can't see you. All right, now we're gonna do the braid again. Same thing, this time men will end up on the outside, ladies will end up in the inside. Okay, 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Stationary step, 1 and 2, kick, 1 and 2, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, 1 and 2, kick, 1 and 2, and stomp, and stomp. Whew. All right, now, get with your partner. You're gonna take the windmill position. You're gonna take 8 counts to go in a circle. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Okay, change directions. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Now you're going to do that stationary stuff again. It always keeps popping up. Ready? 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Stomp and stomp. Good. Then we're going to do another braid, except this time instead of we're going to end up in a circle. Okay? 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. I don't know how we got the guys together and the girls together, but that works better. Okay. Now we're going to do one set rotating in each direction. So let's start going to the right, step this way, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and reverse, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and you're going to drop hands and kind of in a square, and you're going to do the stationary step again. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2, kick, 3 and 4, kick, stomp, hold. We are getting close. All right. Now, take the hands of your partner, swing them 8 counts in one direction. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Reverse. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Ideally, we would end up with the ladies in the middle, but we have the men and I'm not going to fight it. Of course. Okay. So we're going to do the braid again. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Your last stationary sequence. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. All right. Quick review here. We're going to have a braid. We're going to have a stationary. We're going to have a braid. We're going to have a stationary. We're going to do windmill. We're going to do stationary. We'll have a braid, circle, both ways, stationary, swings, both ways, braid, stationary. I will try to remember to shout out what is coming up next. And we'll have Beverly join in here. Okay, we're going to have 8 counts again for your bows, acknowledging your partner. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Whoa, let's back up. Start that again.
Yep, all right, that was my bad.
Okay, bows and then into a braid. Ready? Braid. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and stationary. 2 and You did it! You got through. And they're going, so I think that means we're done. All right, feel free to review this as much as you need before the ball that we will be having. Following this recording on the 26th, we will have a trio playing this Regency music that will do these tunes and several more. We'll do 3 quadrilles, 3 Lindlers, and 2 Scotch Reels to make sure you're really good and exercised. So stay tuned for that. It will be also posted on the 26th.